During the period from February to April of the northeast monsoon, are blue skies and strong winds that are suitable for kite flying. At that time, we used to make paper kites to play, because the paper was easy to find from the notebooks we studied 5 years ago. If anyone doesn't have the old volume, they can get it in the new book. However, we will draw in many different notebooks, with a few sheets each, because if we draw too much paper, it will be easy to get yelled at by the teacher when we bring it up when returning the paper. Once I have the paper, will I fold it by taking one end of the paper and folding it over the other side? Make its two edges equal from the top along the bottom to the bottom, and then press firmly with your fingers so that it forms a clear line. Then cut the bottom part to get a square with a diagonal in the middle like this. Next, I will go to find a piece of bamboo or bamboo, split the two follicles and sharpen them to smooth. One straight capsule is about the size of this diagonal. The other longer one that can be bent into an arc to fit the two paper edges of the kite body. Using the same piece of paper as before, cut it into small pieces with a width of about 3 centimeters and a length of 4 centimeters. Then put in the kitchen to get some cold rice to make glue to fix. 2 capsules hanging on the body. Many women use a few grains of braised rice, a thin layer of paper, and then stick it on to each bamboo that has been left on the diagonal. We do the same with the top and bottom. Next, I glued a piece of paper in the bottom corner of the kite. Put the bamboo stick on top and glued the paper face down on it and let it dry for a while. Now we bend the bamboo rod to create an upward arc, and then glue it on this side. You can glue it one more time to make sure and shape the top to places of the arc. Then cut off the other part. We have a kite body with a complete frame. Now we will make the tail for the kite. I took a double sheet of paper and cut it into long pieces about 3 rows wide, about the size of this kite. I need about 4 sheets to make 2 tails for it next. We'll put the pieces of paper together. I took cold rice and applied it to one end of this piece, then put the other piece on. We keep doing the same thing here. I glued 8 pieces of paper for a kite tail and got 2 equal tails. As you can see, then we glue these 2 tails to the bottom corner of the kite body. The main job is done. However, to make the kite more beautiful, I cut 2 more pieces of paper with a triangle shape and glued it to the bottom corner of it. All completed, we get a paper kite shaped like an airplane with 2 rather long tails below. Now we will find the string for the kite. In the past, we did not have the conditions to buy a kite line like today. So I went to the back of the house to find my father's hanging fishing line. You see, this rope is made up of a lot of yarns, wrapped around a big thread with up to 9 small ones. So we usually use this to take out each strand and sew them together. Once I've had a few seconds, I'll use a tie can and wrap it around the outside of the can. Now we have a coil like this to tie to the kite. You take a bamboo skewer or broom skewer through the kite to make a hole for the string. One place at the intersection of the 2 bamboo sticks and another at the tail end of the kite body. Now we will tie the string. When you're done tying in one place, remember to let the rope loose for a length of nearly twice the distance between the 2 pins before tying the rest. Then we stretch this cord and slowly retract it so that it forms a triangle with a right angle at the finger and then knot the string right there. Finally, I will tie the string from the can to this loop. Everything is done? We will bring it to the field to release us or fly a kite at noon, because at this time the dew drops on the rice leaves, or the grass leaves have melted. Even if the kite falls, it will not get wet. Outside the vast open field, there is a very cool wind. I stood on the edge of the field holding the string and held the kite far away to catch the wind. When the kite caught the wind, we continued to release the string to let it fly higher. We dropped the line slowly and occasionally stopped to let the kite taut and take off. If we drop the line too fast, it will cause the kite to sag and fall down when the kite is already flying. At the desired height, we love to watch the kite and enjoy the sight of it flying in the wind. With an exhilarating mood, the kite with 2 long tails underneath. Many people see it as more like a jellyfish swimming in the water than the plane. I originally imagined Holding the kite string. We sometimes break the grass and tie it to the string when the wind is strong. The grass will slide along the line and go up. Sometimes it runs up to the kite. Back then, people called this game sending mail to heaven. By noon, it was more sunny. I would put down the tin can and then find a big and heavy lump of earth to block it. This way, you can still hold the kite without having to hold the string. After that, we can go into the shade and sit and watch the kite fly in the wind. Or we can go to the house to take a nap. In the cool of the afternoon, we will go out to the field to wrap the kite string and bring it back to the house to keep it for tomorrow.